Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Julian from the 70s channel. T-Rex and Bowie, welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Now, this is going to be an Alvin Stardust top 10. We're going to have an Alvin Stardust top 10. We're going to have one song in that top 10. We'll get to that later. From when Alvin Stardust was called Shane Fenton. Oh, yeah. He used to be under the name Shane Fenton in the 60s. Shane Fenton and the Fentos. And they were having hits in the charts 1 year before the Beatles in 1961. He had quite a few good songs, and we got one that's crept into our top 10. Couldn't resist it. It's an absolute classic, and Alvin or Shane Fenton sounds absolutely brilliant. But Alvin Stardust was born Bernard William Jury on the 27th of September at Muswell Hill in 1942. And his family moved to Mansfield, and Alvin attended grammar school. Okay, that's enough information. Let's get to the songs. And coming in at number 10, do you remember Be Smart, Be Safe? Do you remember Alvin Stardust doing that advert in the 70s? Do you remember? About crossing the road? It's jogged back memories. Yeah, because number 10 is Be Smart and Be Safe from 1975.
Hey, you, what do you do when you're really all on your own? Hey, you, what do you do when you find you got to cross the road? Stop at the edge and you don't make a move. Just look around and don't be a fool. Listen to while and do what I say. Play safe and smart, cause it's better than wait. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, don't be a fool. You know I'm only thinking of you. Hey, you, just look around. Listen is part of the rules. Stop at the edge and you don't make a move. Just look around and don't be a fool. Listen while I do what I say. Play safe and smart, cause it's better than wait. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Smart, cause it's better than wait. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Green cross code. Green cross code. I got my green cross code. So get your green cross code. I got my 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 green cross
Yeah, this is an Alvin Stardust top 10, and that was Be Smart and Be Safe. And it brought back memories, because I remember Alvin Stardust coming on the adverts. Do you remember the Green Cross Code? And he was telling you how to cross the road and take care, kids. Alvin Stardust, such a cool guy, isn't he? Dressed all in black, and the microphone at the side. Oh, yeah. is such a cool guy. We got some great songs coming up, I tell you. Number 9 now. We're moving on to number 9, and this was a song that never charted in 1974, and it was actually released in Italy. And my friend Kieran, who comes on the show all the time, Kieran, great subscriber of the show, he loves the show, does Kieran, he told me about this record and I didn't even know it. So it's crept in, Kieran, at number 9. It's called Chilly Willy and it's quite catchy, from 1974, and it never charted, but it gets to number 9 in this Alvin Stardust Top 10. Chilly Willy.
What's happening?
Man, don't you know it's Friday night?
Yeah, well, what's happening Friday night?
Well, baby, that's Willie's night.
Willie? Who's Willie?
You know Willie, he's a cat, plays a mean guitar.
Baby, I didn't know he knew how to rock and roll. I'll tell you what, I think I'm gonna hang around. Then I can watch him really go. Chilly Willy, Chilly Willy. Man, he plays a wild guitar. Chilly Willy, drive city. Bet you know he'll be a star. Rock it to the east, shake it to the west. Everybody knows that Willie's the best. Can't you feel it getting to your feet now? Come on, feel it in your hands too. Ow, feel it everywhere. Woo-hoo, come on. But don't you lose control. You know it's only rock and roll. Chilly Willy, Chilly Willy. Man, he plays a wild guitar. Chilly Willy, ground city. Bet you know he'll be a star. Rock it to the east, shake it to the west. Everybody knows that Willie's the best. Come on now, feel it in your feet. Ow, I said come on, feel it in your hands. Ow, 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 feel it everywhere. Ow, I can feel it too. Feel it in your soul, but don't you lose control. You know it's only rock and roll. Ow, 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 ow. And I mean everybody. Here we go. Now first of all, I want to hear y'all clapping your hands. So let me feel you get to it now. Oh, that's pretty good. But I'm sure you can do it better than that. So I want to hear everybody right down there at the back of the hall. Now come on, lay it in there. Yeah. Ow, ow, ow. I feel it getting better. Come on. We're going to try just one more time again. I tell you what, everybody, I want you all to sing. Come on. Oh, I can feel some steep feet getting in here somewhere. Get that feeling there, baby. Chilly Willy, Chilly Willy. I think we should all sing the song. Come on now, people. Chilly Willy, Chilly Willy. Oh, you're doing pretty good. Chilly Willy, Chilly Willy. A little bit louder now. Chilly Willy. A little bit louder now. Chilly Willy.
go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Chilly Willy from 1974, Alvin Stardust. It didn't chart, but it's a good song, isn't it? I really like it. It's kind of goes back to his old days, rock and roll, but it's got glam attached to it. Very, very good. I love that one. That's number 9, ladies and gentlemen. So, just bear with me a minute. Yeah, we're up to number 8 in the charts. And this is a song from 1974. It's called Tell Me Why. It sounds like the 60s, something that Buddy Holly would have done. But we're going to get to Buddy Holly later on in this top 10. This is an Alvin Stardust. An Alvin Stardust top 10. We got some great tunes, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're going to enjoy this top 10.
Why must you hurt me like you do? 'Cause I can't take it when you don't love me, when you don't care. Tell me why, why must you leave me like you do? I'll sit and cry, but still I'll come back for more of your love. If you leave me, I'll be nowhere, I'll be nothing on my own. But my dear, if your heart breaks, come to me, I'll be here. So why do I need you like I do? I'll tell you why. I'm nothing when you're gone. Oh, it's true. If you leave me, I'll be nowhere, I'll be nothing on my own. But my dear, if your heart breaks, come to me, I'll be why must you hurt me like you do? I'll sit and cry, but love you just the same. Oh yes I will. So why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Please,
That's a nice song, isn't it? I love that one. It sounds something that Buddy Holly would have done in the 60s. Of course, Alvin Stardust's name was Shane Fenton and the Fentos in the 60s, but he changed it to Alvin Stardust for the 70s and dressed all in black, a bit like Susie Quattro. And he actually, Kathy's just emailed me. Hi, Kathy. She said, "Is Big Dog okay?" Yeah, he's right here, Big Dog. He loves Alvin Stardust. Don't you, Big Dog? You love Alvin Stardust. Oh, yeah. He likes Alvin Stardust when he puts the microphone at the side. Oh, yeah. Cool. We're doing an Alvin Stardust top 10 on the 70s channel. And I said, tell me why it sounded a bit like Buddy Holly. Well, the world lost Buddy Holly in that tragic plane crash in the late 50s. Oh dear, they killed Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, and Ricky Valance. What a sad night that was. And of course, Alvin Stardust, who was Shane Fenton, who had some hits a year before the Beatles, would have been heavily influenced by Buddy Holly. And he definitely is, because at number 7, here's Alvin Stardust, and I Feel Like Buddy Holly.
But I could not stand to see them land without you. Now I'm thumbing through my 45s on another endless night, and the same old lines going back in time tell me this is nothing new. Well, I feel like Buddy Holly, 'cause it's raining in my heart. All the sad songs take me back to you, now that we are apart. Now I know how Paul McCartney felt when he got up to say, I wish it was yesterday. So I sit here playing solitaire. It's a game I know so well. Ever since that day you called to say it's over. Now I've made my reservation at the Heartbreak Hotel. While I'm living without you, I'm thinking about you like only the lonely do. Well, I feel like Buddy Holly, 'cause it's raining in my heart. All the sad songs take me back to you, now that we are apart. Now I know what Paul Simon meant by the words he found. I wish I was homeward bound. Buddy Holly, 'cause it's raining in my heart. All the sad songs take me back to you, now that we are apart. Now I know how Paul McCartney felt when he got up to say, I wish it was yesterday.
Yeah, isn't that good? That's I Feel Like Buddy Holly from Alvin Stardust from 1984, ladies and gentlemen. So we got Alvin, who was around just before the Beatles. He was having hits in 1961, going under the name of Shane Fenton, and there he was singing I Feel Like Buddy Holly in 1984. So he did the 60s, he did the 70s, and he did the 80s. And that got to number 7 in the charts in 1984, I Feel Like Buddy Holly. We're going to go right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, we got the big hits coming. This is an Alvin Stardust ranked top 10, a ranking top 10, and we are We're up to number 6, ladies and gentlemen, in the charts. And let's take one of those early 60s hits when Alvin Stardust was called Shane Fenton. Shane Fenton and the Fentos. Let's take a big hit from 1962. This one's called Cindy's Birthday. Shane Fenton, Alvin Stardust. This is classic, this one. I love it.
Time for the movie show, TV or the radio. We gotta write a symphony and a book of poetry. Tie them with a ribbon made of gold and give them to Cindy. Today is Cindy's birthday. No time for geometry, arithmetic or history. Gotta write a song from my heart and paint the greatest work of art. Tie them with a ribbon made of gold and give them to Cindy. Today is Cindy's birthday. No movies, turn off the radio. Today is Cindy's birthday. No time to do the twist. Don't mind all the things I've missed. We gotta write a melody, write it from the heart of me. Tie it with a ribbon made of gold and give it to Cindy. Today is Cindy's birthday. Today is Cindy's birthday.
Yeah, today was Cindy's birthday from Alvin Stardust, alias Shane Fenton. That's what he was called way back in the 60s, ladies and gentlemen. That was a 1962 big smash. Cindy's birthday. Well, grammar school boy Alvin Stardust. This is a ranking top 10. And we love Alvin Stardust. We love Alvin Stardust. Do you remember that advert? I can't get over that first song that I played. Be safe, be smart. Alvin Stardust. Do you remember? If you was in the 70s, you would have seen that advert. Okay, let's go. We're in the top 5 and we're going to go with a bit of Red Dress. A top 10 hit.
Dead on the floor. She's a proper little beta, man, I can't take it more. She's driving the man insane, my heart in chains. Like a ball of fire, I can't explain. Oh no, she do the bebop, maybe I can get me a chance. Just turn me on, don't stop. Oh, the way that you dance. No high, setting my soul on fire. Shake on the tree, she's giving to me. Who's the girl dancing in the red dress? I wanna pull my love, so get her, get her. The girl dancing in the red dress. She's gonna be my love, so get her, get her. I wanna hold her tight, I wanna hold her right. Come on, baby, hold you tight, you right, hold you, reach you. I'm not your brother, you know my sister. I know that you're a mister. I'm not your brother, you know my sister. I know that Who's that dancing in the red dress? Who's that dancing in the red dress? She gonna be mine. Get up, get up. Who's that dancing in the red dress? Get up, get up. Who's that dancing in the red dress?
Yeah, great stuff from Alvin Stardust, Red Dress from 1974, ladies and gentlemen. And that comes in ranked at number 5. So let's go to number 4 song, and we'll stick to 1974. And this got to number 6 in the charts.
All I live for, 'cause no one needs you like I do. I want you, 'cause you I died for. I love you always, love you too. Little dog, in my dreams almost lost you. But I'll never go to sleep until you're there. You are all I care for. I love you always, love you too. Oh. Almost lost you, but I'll never go to sleep until you're near. You are what I die for. I love you always, love you too, like I do. I love you always, want me to. I'll never find another girl like you. You are all I live for. You are what I die for.
Yeah, Debbie's just emailed me and she said, Julian, that's my favourite Alvin Stardust song, You. I love it. Thank you, Julian, for playing that. Okay, that's fantastic. That's number 4. You. This is an Alvin Stardust ranked top 10. So, You, Debbie, is ranked at number 4 in this Alvin Stardust ranked top 10. I do hope you're enjoying the show, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the comments what you think of the top 10 and what you think of Alvin Stardust. Oh yeah, dressed all in black with that microphone at the side. Oh, love it. 70s is the best, ladies and gentlemen. I love the 70s. You can't beat this, Alvin Stardust. I know he was in the 60s, but he came to prominence on Top of the Pops and that advert, Be Safe. Come on, the Green Cross Code with Alvin. Oh yeah. Let's go. We've now reached, he was a very religious man as well, Alvin Stardust, and one record that didn't make the charts, but I might talk about that later on, but this one did, and a really good song this. It's at number 3 for Alvin Stardust, and Nat King Cole's song this one, and it's a classic. I love this, very catchy. It's called Pretend at number 3.
Pretend you're happy when you're blue. It isn't very hard to do, and you will find happiness without an end if you pretend. Remember, anyone can dream, and nothing's bad as it may seem. The little things you haven't got could be a lot if you pretend. You'll find a love you can share, one you can call your own. Just close your eyes, you'll be there. You'll never be alone. And if you sing this melody, you'll be pretending just like me. The world is mine, it can be yours, my friend. So why don't you pretend? Can share, one you can call your own. Just close your eyes, you'll be there. You'll never be alone. And if you sing this melody, you'll be pretending just like me. The world is mine, it can be yours, my friend. So why don't you pretend? So why don't you pretend? So why don't you pretend?
Yeah, with the words like friend, and pretend. Very catchy. Thanks, Alvin. That was Alvin Stardust's third biggest hit, and it was 1981. 1981, that song, and it was an old Nat King Cole song. And there we go. It was called Pretend, and it got to number 4 in the UK charts in 1981. This is a ranking top 10 of Alvin Stardust. Do hope you're enjoying it, ladies and gentlemen. And we have now reached the number 2 sound. And, yep. Number 2 coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Just bear with me. Yeah, 1974 was a good year for Alvin Stardust. We had Red Dress, that was number 7, and we had You at number 6. But the big one was Alvin Stardust number 1 in 1974. Jealous.
Know the things you're doing. It's just my jealous mind. And when you're not at home, I just can't take it. It's just my jealous mind. I dread the time when you might leave me. With him, and smile. Say there's no other it's just my jealous mind. I love you so. It's just my jealous mind. Forgive my jealous mind. It's just my jealous mind. Leave it on my jealous mind. I can't help my jealous mind. It's just my jealous mind. It's in love that I'm so blind. Leave it on my jealous mind. Please forgive my jealous mind. Well, it's just my jealous mind. Leave it on my jealous mind.
Yeah, Mandy emailed me and said it's my birthday today. Thank you, Julian, for playing that one. No problem, Mandy. That one's for you. Jealous Mind. And that was the third top 10 hit for Alvin Stardust in 1974. But that one got to number 1 in 1974. Red Dress, number 7, and You, number 6. And he did have another one, Tell Me Why, but it made number 16, I think. And so I hope you enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen. That's number 2 in this ranking, Jealous Mind. So we've reached number 1, and you probably guessed what it is. It's always been my number 1, and it always will be. I watched Top of the Pops in November 1973, and there he was, microphone at the side, Mike Cuckachoo. Before we get to my Cuckachoo, please hit the like button and drop a comment. Tell me what memories you got of Alvin Stardust. Do you remember that green cross code one? Let's take this one from the top. Yeah, we'll take it from the top. Do you remember that green cross code when Alvin was crossing the road and saying, take care? Oh, yeah, love it. 70s is the best. Here's my Cuckachoo.
I just want you. I really love the things that you do. Come on, love me too. Oh, won't you be my Cuckachoo? Sweetness, I like your dress. I love the way you know you're the best. Give me love and I'm in a mess. I really want you, Cuckachoo. Love you, yes, I love you, yes, I love you. I want you, yes, I want you, yes, I really do. Tomcat, you know where it's at. Come on, let's go to the flat. Lay down, groove on the mat, where you can be my Cuckachoo. Chains, I'm all in chains. Your love will drive me insane. Come on, let's do it again. I really want my Cuckachoo. Love you, yes, I love you, yes, I love my Cuckachoo. I want you, yes, I want you, yes, I really do want you. Love you, yes, I love my Cuckachoo. I want you, yes, I want you, yes, I really do. Time's a lonely time. When you're gone, I'm starting to cry. But you know that you're on my mind. Oh, honey, be my Cuckachoo. Do, you love me too?